Hello friends! Today we are going to work on our cake visualization worksheet. So find this worksheet for me. Okay. Remember, when we're doing worksheets on video, you can pause the video if you need to take some time to find this worksheet. But I'm going to get started, okay? So in our paper it says, I have a big cake. It is pink and yellow. The frosting on top is red. The dots on top are green. The candle is blue. So, I'm going to read that one more time. I have a big cake. It is pink and yellow. The frosting on top is red. The dots on top are green. And the candle is blue. Okay. What were some of the colors you heard in the story? I remember, I have a big cake. It is pink. So let's find our pink. And yellow. Let's find our yellow crayon. The frosting on top is red. Here's my red. The dots on top are green. So let's find our green. Do you remember what color the candle was? In the story, it says the candle is blue. Okay. So now we are going to work on our cake. So let's remember, we're going to start out the way our story does, with our cake. In the story it says the cake is pink and yellow. So we're going to color in our cake pink and yellow. So I'm going to color in these lines pink. And these lines yellow. Remember, you can take your time, and if I'm going faster than you're coloring, you can feel free to pause the video until you catch up. I would prefer that you take your time and do it neatly than to try to keep up with me, but I will slow down just so that you guys have more time to keep up. I always try to draw inside the lines and very neatly. I don't want to scribble scrabble. I want to make sure that my cake is very nice looking and very colored in. I gotta make sure that I do my work right and I do good work. Okay, so that's what our cake will look like. Now, in the story it says our frosting is red. And if you look at the paper, they tell us where our frosting is. They'll show us where our frosting is, so let's color in our frosting with our red crayon. Remember, the idea is to do this neatly. We're not in a big rush because we're on a recorded video, which means we can take our time if we need to. We should always try to take our time and do our best work. Okay. Let's make sure I need to fill in the rest of my little lines here. My coloring was a little sloppy, and that wasn't my best work. Here we go. That's better. Okay. Next up in the story, it tells us that our dots are... Who remembers what color our dots are? That's right, our dots were green. So let's make our dots green. This is a pretty good looking cake, if you ask me. Okay, so look at our cake. We have our pink and yellow cake, our red frosting, and our green dots. Okay. Now let's take a look at our candle. Who remembers what color they said our candle is? Let's look through the story. It says that I have a big cake. It is pink and yellow. So our cake is pink and yellow. The frosting on top is red. So we did our red frosting. The dots on top are green. Here are green dots. It says our candle is blue. So let's color our candle blue. Okay. Here we go. We have our blue candle. So let's take a look at our cake. Read it again. I have a big cake. So we have a very big cake here. It is pink. We have our pink parts of our cake. And yellow. We have our yellow parts of our cake. The frosting on top is red. There's our red frosting. The dots on top are green. There's our green dots. And the candle on top is blue. Here's our blue candle. Is there anything else we should add to this? No. We have nothing else to add from the story. But let's look at our cake. This is supposed to represent the flame on the candle. And our flames usually aren't white. What color are our flames? What color do we usually have for fire? That's right, that would be orange. So even though it doesn't say it in the story, we're going to color our flame orange because we know that that's what color fire would be. So take out an orange crayon and color in the flame at the top of the candle orange. Okay. Now look at our candle. We have our yellow and pink cake, our red frosting, our green dots, our blue candle, and our orange flame. Alright, my friends. At the top, make sure you write your name. I'm going to write my name. And that is the end of our cake lesson. Goodbye, friends.